Happy Tuesday, guys. How are you? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt on Twitter, at BettingPros for BettingPros on Twitter, and the offer from BetMGM every morning. You guys know it by now, I'm assuming. We're 2 years in here. $10 bet, $1.15 your account, win or lose with the promo code JUICE150. Okay, so as of the time of taping, it is approximately 8:45 on the West Coast here, so approaching midnight East Coast time. We have a win with the Avalanche at minus 125. We have a 5-1 lead for the Mets in the fifth inning on the run line at plus 155. That number just totally flipped and topsy-turvied itself. Went all the way to, I think the Mets were catching 1.5 runs, let alone laying 1.5 runs. But so we laid the 1.5 at plus 155. So if that comes in, it's automatically a winning night. If the Red Sox hold on, although it's 1-0 right now, end of 7. So we got 6 outs to go for the Red Sox to get through here without giving up a run to give the Angels their 12th consecutive loss. That was the weirdest night. All 3 of those bets were made just based on principle. Like the books did not make, and I got one more today, which it's a bet that I'm making on principle because I don't really understand these overnight numbers. And the books are kind of, I don't know, they're just like throwing up the numbers and they're hoping that that the pros sharpen it for them or something. Like, how were the Red Sox underdogs? Like, how is that? How do we get plus 110 on the Red Sox? So we might get plus 110 on the Red Sox against the Angels, who had lost 11 games in a row, going for the 12th consecutive loss, and then potentially having the Mets, which is one of the top teams on the run line, up against Blake Snell and the Padres, and Blake Snell receives no run support ever. Plus 155 on that? I don't know. So maybe a 3-0 night with 2+ money bets cashing would be very nice here. So I don't know yet. Maybe we find out some clarity if the Red Sox break it open or the Mets break it open. By the time we're done taping here, maybe we can come up with a 3-0 night with some good plus money. So 3 bets coming. We got a hockey play and 2 baseball bets coming for you on a Tuesday. But first and foremost, you guys have been crushing this offer from Omaha Steaks. Literally every day I'm getting a DM from somebody saying, I bought this for my dad, my grandfather, my neighbor, my brother. It's $100 for a ton of food. If you like to eat, or if your dad likes to eat, or if your grandfather likes to grill, I don't know of a better offer right now that's out there to get these things shipped directly to you, dad, grandfather's house, freeze packed, ready to eat as of, well, you got to defrost some of it, but the burgers are ready to eat. Juice in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. Go order the Dads Want Steak package. It's $99, normally $250. You get 16 entrees. 16. Plus, they're going to give you 8 Omaha steak burgers for free. Plus, to go along with all of these awesome entrees, you get dessert with the caramel apple tartlets. It's just an unbelievable offer. It really is. For Father's Day, you guys know how I feel about Omaha. I spent 5 years there. It's where I am, my people. I love Omaha, Creighton basketball. I love my people. This is a hell of an offer. Dads Want Steaks. Juice in the search bar, not daily. Juice in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. Go check it out for Father's Day. We're approaching that time where shipping dates come into a little bit of a question. So don't delay. Get on it right now. omahasteaks.com. Keyword juice. Get the Dads Want Steak package and the 8 free Omaha steak burgers that come with it. Okay, let's talk hockey. Man, that game last night was wild, huh? 5-5 going to overtime. Goal with an unbelievable stick. Puck goes down. Mike Smith gives up the game winner. Edmonton gets swept out. So we're 2-1 now. Tampa, pretty good favorites tonight here up against the New York Rangers. If the Tampa Bay Lightning win, we were on Tampa in game 3. If the Rangers win, if the Lightning win, it's 2-2. Watch that series price. I wouldn't hate, by the way, before the game starts for game 4, some pretty good value on Tampa to win the cup. Now, I mean, Colorado's gone sweep, so they're looking really formidable, but I mean, there's some good value on the 2-time defending champs in Tampa to win the Stanley Cup right now with Vasilevsky in net. Total's 5.5 at minus 125 to the under. Man, I know betting unders. 4 straight games before last night, unders hit. And then the 11 goals were scored in the Western Conference game 4. I'm going to ride the under here. I think this could be a 3-2 game. I think it's going to be sweaty. I think we're going to have to grip it, but I think these goaltenders in Igor and Vasilevsky, I think as we go later in the series, the more difficult it's going to be to score. And I think the less likely power plays are going to happen, which means it could limit the Rangers' offensive firepower. I think Tampa Bay wins the game. Don't want to lay the $2 on it, though. I'd rather just go with the under, Tampa to win, and the under, I'm telling you, it's going to be a gripping of the remote, like white knuckle. It's not going to be easy. I doubt that we're going to skate our way into a 2-1 final, okay? It's probably going to be 3-1, looking for an open net, being a little concerned. And I think Tampa wins. I'm betting the under 5.5 at -125 for Tampa and the New York Rangers. Now, 2 baseball bets. First one, and this is the other game where I'm scratching my head on it. The Chicago Cubs are on the road at the Baltimore Orioles. -110 on either side. I'm a little confused by this. So the Chicago Cubs are starting Keegan Thompson. Keegan Thompson this year is 6-0 with a 1.99 ERA, 38 Ks and a 1.08 whip on the road at the Orioles. Last 5 starts for Keegan Thompson. 7-5 win, went 5 1/3, 3 earned runs, 5 hits. 5-1 win against the White Sox on the road, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run. 5-4 win over Arizona, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run. Got the W. 7-0 against the Pirates, 5 innings, 4 hits, 5 Ks, no earned runs. At San Diego, 7-5, 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Hasn't lost yet. This dude has been outstanding. On the road against an Oriole team in Kyle Brandish, who is 1-3 with a 6.82 ERA. What am I missing here? Why aren't the Cubs bigger favorites? Why aren't they favorites at all? They're not favorites in this game at all. If you look at the starts for Brandish, his last start was pretty good. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Against Seattle, got the win. Against the Red Sox, went 1 2/3, 6 earned runs given up. Against Tampa, went 5 1/3, 5 earned runs given up. Against the Yankees, lost 6-1, 4 1/3, 4 runs earned given up. Against the Cardinals, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 11 Ks, his season high in that one against the Cardinals. I mean, his ERA is high, 6.82 with a 1.3, 1.55 whip. You could say, well, he pitched well, 1.55 whip. Look, I know the Cubs aren't good. I get it. But the Orioles aren't that good either. Cubs are 12-12 on the road. Orioles are 14-15 at home. Money line, Cubs, -110. Let's take it with the Cubs here to win and beat the Baltimore Orioles. One more bet. Rockies at the Giants. We got German Marquez up against Carlos Rondon. 1-5 Marquez, 6.71 ERA, 1.6 whip. Yikes. Rondon, 4-4, 3.44 ERA, 1.25 whip. Interesting to look at this. So in the games being played in Colorado, the Giants took 2 out of 3. They won 7-6 and 10-7. They lost 5-3. But in the games played in San Francisco, 8-5, 9-2, 7-1. Rockies are 7-15 on the road. Remember last year how we just bet blindly against the Rockies on the road because they were so bad away from home? They're looking identical to that. On the road, they stink. 7-15. They are getting beat, and they're getting beat badly. I think this is going to be a run line win for the Giants. I'm going to take the plus 105 on this. I got run line Giants plus 105 to come in here for a half a unit. I'll take the home team of the Giants at 13-11. I'll take the Rockies to continue their poor play on the road. They're just not a good baseball team, but they're even worse on the road. Just 7 wins all year, and they've been run lined every time. Let's ride the streak. Giants to keep it going with the run line to go to 4-0 at home against the Rockies on the run line at plus 105. Okay, 3 bets for us going here on a Tuesday. The Red Sox game at the moment is still 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. We go. It's 5-1, bottom 6. So we're eyeballing a 3-0 day. Not for sure, but we're eyeballing it with 2+ money baseball bets potentially cashing for us along with the -125 with the Avs. So could be a very good Monday heading into a Tuesday. Under 5.5, Lightning Rangers minus 125. We're going run line, Giants against the Rockies at plus 105. Cubs money line minus 110 up against the Baltimore Orioles. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by BetMGM.